Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and hey guys, well. Chelsea. Christopher Nkunku, Nicolas Jackson. Let's get started. What is in the market? On Thursday, there will be a draw. Champions League draw for the first round. Yeah, the first round of the Champions League draw will be made on Thursday. And ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea is expected to meet two of the five top teams in the world. In that draw, Chelsea are expected to meet two of the top five teams in the world. I'll get into that very soon. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued until we arrive there, because I have a lot to talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, Bayern have reached an agreement with Nicolas Jackson. Negotiations are now taking place with Chelsea. Bayern wants a loan deal. Yes, it's understood. Chelsea still wants around £80 million for Jackson and £40 million for Christopher Nkunku. Both have been training with the first team and not the bomb squad, in case they get reintegrated. Ladies and gentlemen, both have been training with Chelsea right now. Like as we speak, when they are not separated from the main squad, both Christopher Nkunku and Jackson are training with the first team squad on daily basis. Now, Jackson, Bayern had already agreed terms, his salary and everything with him, with Jackson. It is up to Chelsea now to accept Bayern's proposal, which Chelsea currently insists that they want £80 million for the player. For me, if they want a loan, £10 million, yeah. No, Bayern is a big club. They should be able to pay. They should be able to pay 85-90 million pounds for Jackson. They should be able to pay. You cannot be with, all these German clubs, sometimes I don't get it. They like to sell high. Look at Javi Simons. They are talking about €70 million for Javi Simons, a player from Bundesliga coming to the Premier League. But when player from Premier League going to Bundesliga, they want to buy it cheap. No. Not my player, not my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, before I continue, it ended 2-3 in favor of Liverpool. Yes, Newcastle, Liverpool, it ended 2-3. Even without Isak, Newcastle played a good game against Liverpool. They played a good game. But it's a pity that Newcastle, I don't know how Isak will be feeling. You are sitting there watching your team and they struggle, and Liverpool use all means. The game Liverpool played, they should have been sent off on two players, should have been off even on the, red card. But hey, it's Liverpool against Newcastle. I'm not too sure whether the ref was actually watching the game or not. I'm not too sure. Liverpool just fought their way through with the 3 goals. Honestly, the game would have been at Newcastle's game if Isak was involved. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, so it ended 2-3 in favor of Liverpool. Now, there are 3 teams that have accumulated 6 points out of 2 games right now. Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham. Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. They have so far accumulated 6 points out of 2 games as we speak. And right now on your screen is a league table. Yeah, that's the league table on your screen. Arsenal topping the league table with 6 points. 6 goals in 2 games. Spurs, 6 points, 5 goals in 2 games. Liverpool, 6 points, 3 goals in 2 games. Now followed closely by Chelsea, 4 points. 4 points. Then Nottingham Forest, Man City, 3 points. Yeah, we know. Brighton kept selling and collecting the cash. They do it. The quilt. Brighton kept selling and collecting the quilt. Is it the quick? Yes, quick. The word is quick. You see, I'm forgetting my Queen's English. The quick. Ladies and gentlemen, now they are in the bottom 3. Brighton are 18th on the league table. Aston Villa 17th. And guess what? Manchester United, they are where they ended the season last year. Where they end last season, that is where they are up to now, with 16th position. West Ham at bottom, last from the bottom. Wolves, 19th position. Brighton, though I know these three teams, they will surely rise. Both West Ham, Wolves, Brighton, they will all rise up. Yeah, it's too early. It's too early. But Manchester United are still stuck where they ended last season. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I go to the draw on Thursday, let me say this. See this man on your screen. Cole Palmer. The man that is suffering from groin injury, we understand. Groin injury. Actually, groin injury will not keep you in a wheelchair. Groin injury will not keep you on the sick bed. It's not a sickness. It's not like a leg that you can say, oh, my leg is, I'm in the bandage or no. Cole Palmer had to enjoy his life, but he need to, disguise himself. Ladies and gentlemen, he posted this picture on his own IG at Notting Hill Carnival. Notting Hill Carnival is a festival that is usually celebrated by all these Caribbeans in England, in London, at Notting Hill. And Cole Palmer disguised himself. He put on a Rastafarian cap, covered his face, nose marks and everything. Guy, you wouldn't know he's the one. Just look at it. It's just like I would have run into Palmer at the festival ground without knowing it was him. Honestly, I would have run into him without knowing it was him. Now, Notting Hill Festival is, Notting Hill is one of the favorite places you can visit in London. Yeah, it's one of the favorite places you can visit in London. I understand why Cole wanted a feel of Notting Hill Carnival. I understand it perfectly. I understand that perfectly. He disguised himself. Otherwise, the crowd wouldn't allow him to enjoy himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, let me now go to Chelsea will draw 2 of the following teams. Like I said earlier, on Thursday during the UEFA Champions League phase draw. Our first star at Stamford Bridge. Our first game will be played at the Bridge. Then our second tie will be away from home. First tie at the Bridge and the second one away from home. Now the options, the teams that Chelsea are expected to draw, 2 of these teams, ladies and gentlemen, will be PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Dortmund, or Barcelona. Let me hear from you. Which of these teams do you think Chelsea should be drawn with? In fact, I wish we are not meeting any one of them at this time, but hey, we cannot avoid it. I personally wish that we are not meeting any of these. These are the top teams in Europe. Not that I am scared, but any mistake, we are out of the Champions League. Any mistake, we are out. So you can just imagine the first phase of it, of the Champions League, then Chelsea is eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, so Chelsea will draw PSG or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or Inter Milan or Dortmund or Barcelona. Which of these teams do you think Chelsea should be drawn to? I think I'll prefer Barcelona and Dortmund. Yeah, I want Chelsea to test the high line. Dortmund high line. I want to play against that high line. Barcelona high line. Barcelona away on their own pitch. I want to enjoy it. Yeah, but Barcelona away at their own pitch, facing Lamine Yamal and Rafinha and who else? Lewandowski, yes. I want Chelsea to face them. That their high line that they kept boasting of playing against, and I want Chelsea to face them. Cole Palmer. I want them to face Estaval. I want them to face Joao Pedro. Pedro Neto. I want them to face them. I want them to face. Let's face it. My only challenge is my defense somehow, but my midfield will cover it up. Yeah, my midfield, my midfield of Enzo Fernandez with Caicedo and Andrew Santos, they will cover it up. They'll be backed by Cucurella and Rhys James. They can invert into midfield. Yeah. We will not allow them to get close to our area, otherwise they will score. That way, if they get close to our area, they don't miss the target. Lami will not miss the target. Lamis will not miss. So we will not allow them to get to. We will take them on a counter because they like to play the high line. Yeah, I would love to meet Barcelona. I am saying it boldly. Let's see what will happen. Let's dispel this rumor of Lamine Yamal. Let me hear from you guys in the comment section, my friends. All right, let me run up quickly. What else do I have for you guys here? Let me run up quickly with okay, Javi Simons. Yeah, I would like us to face Estevao, João Pedro, and Dos Santos. Yeah, these three players, they will call up to the Brazilian national team for the World Cup qualifiers. Estevao, João Pedro, and Andrew Santos, three of them have been called up by Coach Ancelotti for the upcoming international break in September. Estevao, João Pedro, and Andrew Santos, they are all in the Brazilian national team. They will call, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, next season, I would like to think these results. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me just end it this way. Red Bull CEO Oliver Mintzlaff, I hope I pronounce it well. These are German names. Oliver Mintzlaff got involved in the negotiations over Javi Simons and reached out to Chelsea for talks. The outcome was, listen, Chelsea must offload players before they can make a formal offer. After the meeting, it's understood. Chelsea made it clear to Red Bull CEO Oliver Mintzlaff that they will have to offload some players in order to make an official offer or a formal offer for Javi Simons in the coming days. At the moment, only a player swap is visible. Only a player swap is visible involving Nkunku. Yes, that is from the Red Bull CEO. He says Leipzig price tag remains firm at 70 million euro. Leipzig price tag remains firm at 70 million euros. So the only way out for Chelsea is to swap. And if we swap, well, we wait to see what happens in the coming days, ladies and gentlemen. We wait to see what happens in the coming days. On that note, guys, let me leave you all. It's your breakfast. And let me not continue to waste much of your time. Chelsea are still waiting to find out the extent of Cole Palmer's groin injury. The problem is not yet diagnosed, but there is optimism that midfielder Romeo Lavia will be fit for selection after the international break in September. Romeo Lavia will be ready after the international break in September. But Cole Palmer's groin, the extent of his injury, is yet to be determined. AS Roma and Chelsea will be in direct talks for Tariq George on Tuesday, which is today. Chelsea favor permanent move with heavy sell-on clause as Roma are in talks with both clubs and players' side. Still no changes on Jadon Sancho's stance at this stage of the window with AS Roma. Tariq George, it's one of the players. It will pain me, all these young boys. Why would Chelsea want to sell Tariq George? For profit. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, like I said, Bayern have reached an agreement with Nicolas Jackson. Negotiations are now taking place with Chelsea. Bayern wants a loan deal. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.